Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag, and I'm your host, Big Dick Kitty. And alongside, as always, two members of the Fallen Angels, we have Dante.
Hey.
And we have Kryimm.
Hey there.
And we're just going to get into it real quick, because we got big things happening today.
Big things.
Big things happening today. We have the Elimination Chamber coming up, and we're going to be broadcasting that live via...
We're going to be broadcasting our reaction and us watching the pay-per-view. We are not broadcasting the pay-per-view for anyone to view.
Yeah, we are broadcasting our commentary.
Yes, we do not want anybody to misinterpret.
Yeah. But...
Yeah, no free streams here.
No free streams here. However, we'll do our picks real quick. How about that? We'll do our picks for the Elimination Chamber real quick.
While you're getting that up, I'll just mention that we are in a newly revamped $1 million Blind Tag studio.
Well, revamped, sure, but I think $1 million is...
It looks like $1 million to me.
I mean, sure, fine. Okay. I mean, we can agree.
It is. It's fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
So here's the picks. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, that was vamping.
So, the first match, we got Neville versus Bo Dallas. I'm going to go ahead and go Neville.
Neville.
Okay, because I can't imagine Bo Dallas going over on Neville. That's
I will say Bo Dallas. He's due a win.
That's true.
He's due a win, and they could take... Basically, it's just an exhibition singles match.
Yeah, but...
They could take it to the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, but Bo Dallas has been literally irrelevant for the past 6 months.
How do you build somebody? You got to start them at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would kill Neville's heat.
Would it?
I think so.
Why?
Because Bo Dallas is nobody, and Neville's starting to become somebody. That's why. I hate to say it like that. I know that's harsh. Okay, but...
Neville can always get his heat back.
No, because he's already lost to high-end people. He's lost to Barrett. He's lost to Seth Rollins. He's lost to high-name people already. If he has to put over Bo Dallas, that's sad, because he's got more talent.
I think there's more to the story here. I think you could do something with this. I mean, like I said, it's just an exhibition singles match on an Elimination Chamber card. Yeah. So it's possible that something might happen out of this match. That's why I'm saying Bo Dallas. Stretch out a feud. See what you can get out of it.
So me and Dante have Neville. You like Bo Dallas?
I like Bo Dallas for this. I think he's returning. He needs some a good step up. I love the gimmick. I thought, put him with the New Day. Are you kidding me? Ugh. How great would that be?
Oh my god.
You could play one of these things. It's not like the other, but still, it'd be great.
All right, so next match we have...
Just going to glaze over that, right?
Yeah, we're just going to glaze over it.
Okay.
We're just going to glaze it.
Mm-hmm.
Not even going to...
Nope.
All right.
Nikki Bella, Paige, and Naomi for the Divas Championship. I like Naomi. I like Naomi. They've been pushing her. Nikki Bella, Paige, and Naomi, triple threat. I like Naomi.
I'm going to say it's going to be between Paige and Naomi. At least that's what the last two are going to... It's going to go down to something between the two of them.
I'm actually going to have to disagree with all you again. I think Nikki Bella retains.
Because she's face now. And she's essentially in the ring with two heels. And they've been pushing Naomi. I guarantee Naomi goes over. Guaranteed.
It's a triple threat match. I say the champion can. I think the champion retains.
Seth Rollins, which I guess would be the main event. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think we all expect Rollins to go over.
Yeah.
But man, I think it'd be really cool if Ambrose did.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I think Ambrose is the ultimate one that everybody really wants to see working as the champion, but Rollins is the one that's going to retain.
Well, it's the thing is they're going to stretch it to SummerSlam, and then Brock Lesnar's going to come back, and they're going to have like some sort of weird triple threat match or something like that, and
Yeah, I think. What do you think?
What is it again? I'm sorry. I was.
What are you doing?
I was doing other research. I totally apologize. I'm just very unprepared for today's.
We need you here.
We're talking about Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Unfortunately, Seth's going to go over, but
that's why I said it'd be really cool if Ambrose did.
But it's going to be authority. Somebody from authority is going to get involved.
Here's what they could do: Ambrose could go over, and then not lose it the following night. Maybe keep it for 1 week, and then he gets screwed by the authority the following week. Mm-hmm. I think that would create a lot of heat, and I think that would push Ambrose really hard.
It would.
It would create a lot of heat for Rollins too.
But that's the thing. This is Vince's product, and he's always about he prefers keeping champions for longer periods of time than just a week.
Well, I disagree because I remember when Mick Foley won the championship off of Raw, off The Rock, and it was one of the biggest pops I've ever seen in my life. Okay, he held it for about a week before he got taken away.
I thought he held it for like a month or two.
It was like a week or two. And he dropped it. I forget who he dropped it to. I think it might have been The Rock again. But, yeah, because he won it like 2 weeks before the I Quit match.
Something like that, yeah.
And then he dropped it at the I Quit match.
Right.
They could do that. They could do that with Ambrose. But this is something that might be interesting. John Cena versus Kevin Owens.
Honestly, I like Owens in this match, and I think because Cena doesn't need the belt to be over. Cena's already done what he's needed to do with the U.S. title.
Yeah,
you want to build Kevin Owens as a fucking monster?
This is not for the title.
I'm saying you want to build him up for a monster?
Have him go over on Cena.
Go over on Cena. It's not for a title. It's just two champions going at it. Have him go over.
Or something's going to happen where they're both going to go out strong, and they will continue this thing back and forth for a little while longer.
Or he puts out Cena like he put out
Sami
Zayn, and Mr. Cena goes on vacation for a little while, vacates the U.S. title, but now the U.S. title must be defended every week.
That's a good idea. It's good booking. Don't know if it'll happen, but you're constantly trying to give John a fucking vacation, aren't you?
Because the man's earned it.
Oh my god! I mean, and not,
the man's earned it.
Let's not even go into the abuse that he deals with at home.
The running gag here at the Blind Tag is we think Nikki is abusing John because we see him with black eyes all the goddamn time.
So it's fight Owens, fight, and duck John, duck.
Bob and weave, John. Bob and weave.
Bob and weave, John. Damn. But I think Kevin Owens to go over because apparently rumor has it that he's now going to be brought onto the main roster. He's filling in for Rusev.
He is filling in for
Rusev.
He is not. I think he might take Rusev's place in the Elimination Chamber for the IC.
No, that's already been saying. Bray Wyatt's taking his
Bray Wyatt's taking his place.
Yes.
Man, that'd be awesome if Bray Wyatt went over.
I
would love to see Bray Wyatt as IC champion.
That would be something because you know what? If you look at everybody else in there,
he's Sheamus. Sheamus. That's it. Sheamus. You're not going to give it to Barrett because he's already King Barrett. You're not going to give it to fucking Ryback. You're not going to give it to Dolph because Dolph is the constant loser, right? Mm-hmm. He's the lovable loser.
Yep.
And
he's rumbling again.
But Sheamus has he's got that Rocksteady gimmick that he's going to be doing. He's not going to have time to. He's going to have to promote the movie.
Yeah.
So he's not going to. He's not getting. I'm telling you, it's possible Bray might
go over, which might be fantastic.
I agree. Are we writing these down?
No, we aren't.
We should be, shouldn't we?
We're really not. We're a little unprepared today, guys. So.
We're just winging this.
We so
Fuck it.
wanted
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
We so wanted to get this studio done today that we just really okay.
Okay, so
The
first one was
dedication to a goddamn up tempo.
Neville and Bo Dallas. Both you and I took Neville. He took Bo Dallas.
Okay. Neville.
We're vamping.
And then you were what? You were
He likes Nikki.
I like Nikki.
No. I'm sorry. I'm slow. I'm still on the first one.
Oh, okay. He likes Bo Dallas.
I like Bo
Okay,
Dallas
Bo.
for.
Okay. Second match.
Nikki, Paige, and Naomi. He likes Nikki. I like Naomi.
Okay, so is Naomi?
You want to just?
You think it's going to be Paige?
No, I think
He likes Nikki.
I like Nikki.
Nikki. Nikki. Okay. I think it's going to be Paige.
All right, we got three.
We're gonna go different there. I'll be Paige.
One of us is gonna be right in that match.
One of us is gonna be right.
One of these things is not like the other. Okay.
I like. We got Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
We all think Rollins is gonna go over, but
okay.
we really want Ambrose to go over.
I really want. I want different people.
I'm gonna put in for mine with stipulation with help from
the Authority.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously, but yeah.
I guess we all agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cena and Owens. I like Owens.
I like Owens for this.
I think it's going to end
DQ.
A DQ.
Double DQ.
Yeah. All right. So give me a second here.
Yeah.
Fourth. Owens versus Cena. Super Cena. Super Cena. Okay, so you are for Owens.
I like Owens. I do like Owens.
Okay, so Kryimm.
I'm also with Owens. I'd like to see him go over clean.
Okay, I'm going to go double.
You want to skyrocket Owens to the next fucking level?
Have him go over on Cena
over clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week. Okay, so now we're up
on
to
the 5th.
Yeah, now we're up to the tag team elimination chamber match for the championship.
Okay, so that's New Day.
We got New Day.
Okay.
We got Lucha Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
We got Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Just put TNC for Tyson, Natty, and Cesaro.
Is that?
No, that's what I've been calling them. I've been calling them TNC.
Okay, I'll just write down who you think's gonna.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
We're reading it out for everybody.
Yeah. TNC. We got the primetime players. Millions of dollars.
That's Big Dick's favorite tag team besides us.
The Ascension and Los Matadores. The New Day is going to go over.
You think?
Yeah.
They're still going to push this thing for a while.
The New Day is going to go over until SummerSlam, and then the Usos are going to come back. But the New Day is going to go over, but I think them and the primetime players will be the last ones in the.
Okay, so I'm going to call that New Day and primetime will be your last and the last.
Keep this in mind. Only 2 members of the New Day are allowed to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Freebird rules.
Yeah, so they have to choose.
How about you?
I like New Day, but
I like the New Day, but I really want like a new team. I want to go with the Lucha Dragons or Los Matadores.
Los Matadores are not going to go over.
I know. I honestly want the primetime players to go over because they're just hysterical.
Do I put primetime down for you?
Yeah, put down primetime players.
You can always go for
Whoa, hey, easy, man. Come on, we're talking.
Large snake hair.
You just taking it to a different level, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you can just say they're not the favorite to win. You don't have to be like that.
6th match.
Will be
You're welcome.
the Elimination Chamber for the IC title.
Okay.
In which we have Sheamus, Ryback, R-Truth, King Barrett. Rusev was supposed to be in it. He is being replaced by Bray Wyatt and Dolph Ziggler. We all like Bray Wyatt, I think.
I like Bray Wyatt in this match.
Either Bray Wyatt or Sheamus.
It would still be really cool if R-Truth won so he could do that fight against the spiders.
Well,
yeah. Outlaw all spiders.
But
big, small,
mediums.
Schmediums.
But okay, I do like Bray Wyatt.
I have to agree with that.
You gonna try to talk about a dark horse in that one, or we're just gonna keep going?
Which one would you like there, Kryimm?
I want Bray Wyatt.
What? So we're all unanimous.
Yeah, I think because I think
out of
everybody holding that title,
he's earned it.
Not only that has he earned it, but
he's more
I think he's the one that could kind of
Bring
like
legitimacy.
bring legitimacy because he can cut a promo. Ziggler, okay. King Barrett, okay, but Bray Wyatt will entice you to just sit there and
Here's
watch.
the thing.
Coming from somebody who cuts some really awesome promos, Kryimm,
Thank you. I do.
King Barrett, when he was Bad News Barrett, cut a goddamn promo. Okay?
I've got some bad news for
but,
you.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt might be the best promo cutter that they have in the WWE.
Yeah. Okay, did you like Bad News Barrett's promo because he was a good promo man, or did you just like to see him on there because of the goddamn stock ticker?
That's the stock ticker made it. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, and they only did it twice. I'm like, it's awesome.
We're getting into what's wrong with WWE is like a whole series of podcasts right there. So,
but that's done. That's the card for the Elimination Chamber match.
Really, 6 matches.
So let's go ahead.
All right,
we'll go over Raw real quick.
Okay.
Oh boy,
we're gonna go over Raw.
Yay!
Raw on the 25th. Dante went ahead and did the math for us. There's 3 hours of Raw on a Monday night. Okay.
Yep.
Out of these 3 hours, we had 61 minutes of wrestling.
That's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
61 minutes out of 180 minutes.
Yep. That's what it came down to.
1/3 of the show was wrestling.
Is devoted to wrestling on a wrestling show.
33% of the show was wrestling.
On a wrestling show, by the way.
On a wrestling show. That is shameful.
Okay, and then NXT is 1
Pure
hour.
wrestling.
It's 1 hour
of wrestling
from top to bottom.
Yeah. Now you have, just like in WWE, you have your promos, okay,
Yep.
but they don't constantly go over what happened every single 5 minutes that go by.
That's what SmackDown's for. SmackDown is your recap show, and SmackDown sadly used to be the better show.
Well,
I haven't watched in a while, so maybe it has got better. I don't know. Our viewers can let us know.
Here's my thought. Maybe NXT is a wrestling show, but Monday Night Raw is a show about wrestling.
It's the soap opera.
No, I'm saying it's a show about wrestling. It's not
the wrestling.
It's not wrestling. It's not a wrestling
like
show.
Divas compared to what ESPN did about the behind the scenes.
I mean, yeah, you could akin the behind the curtain at an E60 to the actual Raw show because it's a show about wrestling. Now, I dig that. Okay.
Yeah, NXT is the wrestling show, whereas Monday Night Raw is a show about wrestling.
So sad.
It really is 61 minutes.
But write down, because I actually wrote down the minutes of what went where.
Okay, so let's cruise this. Let's cruise this real quick.
Can I
because
just
it was
jump
a
something?
Stupid Raw anyway.
Can I just ask you a question now? I remember just flashed in my head right now. The remember back in the day, like you had wrestling superstars where you had the wrestling with the enhancement talent.
Yeah.
I kind of miss those days.
You know, like when Iron Mike Sharp used to come out and constantly put guys over, or Lombardi.
Bolo, Iron Mike Sharp, we really want to look for him.
You know, or Lombardi.
Yeah, or Steve Lombardi, but basically it's.
Brawler.
I miss those days because you get to all the main talent would obviously get put over by the enhancement talent, but you got to see all the cool, exciting moves that you don't normally see, and then at the pay-per-views, that's when you got to see the main talent get together, and that made it more special to watch the pay-per-view.
Well, at the very least, you got more wrestling.
Also,
true. There is that.
The other thing is how many of the boys. Here's a perfect example of why things were better then than they are now. Like you were saying, with the way they would wrestle on the broadcast television that we get, and then when they would do their big event.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best arm drag?
Oh, that's Savage Steamboat WrestleMania 3.
Okay, it's a simple arm drag, but they made it look so amazing. Yeah. The problem with when we get this product on Monday night, all the amazing shit's already happening. We never get anything really great. We haven't seen anything great since the Attitude Era. We really have not.
You know, I wish I could argue against you, but I can't.
You know what? And there's a spot that's going to be coming up in the Raw recap that we're doing right now that is going to reflect exactly what you just said.
So, like I said, let's cruise this through this real quick.
Sorry.
We had Rollins in the ring for 21 minutes, and
you won.
I don't really think I need to say much.
No.
Okay, I think that says it all.
We've
right?
already told people.
He was wrestling for 21 minutes?
No,
he
he
was
was
yapping.
fucking talking for.
You said he was in the
21
ring, though. Why is he in the ring and not wrestling?
Because it's Monday Night Raw.
Okay. Let's recap what happened at the end of Raw last week. So we can show it up on the Titantron, and then comment on that, and then have somebody come out to interrupt that, and then this one has. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So
he's in the ring for 21 minutes and not wrestling.
Okay, so we got Ambrose.
Okay.
We got Ambrose and Reigns. Ambrose and Roman Reigns versus Rollins and Kane.
Why?
And that was the very first.
That was the first match. That went 23. That went 13 minutes. Okay.
Bell to bell.
Bell to bell.
That's
okay.
That
was the opening match. Now that's actually a decent time for an opening match.
That's a typical match, really.
Okay. Ambrose and Roman Reigns went over. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ambrose gets jumped in the back by J&J. Okay, and this is at 8:41. So the wrestling has stopped at 8:36 right now. Okay, we don't get another match until Rusev actually comes in at 8:53.
And he's yapping at Lana. You didn't even get the match.
That match was versus R-Truth. It was a 1-minute match.
Yep.
Remember when R-Truth
But what time did that match start?
That match started at 8:53. So we went from 8:36 all the way almost a half an hour with nothing but bullshit.
Blah 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 blah.
And remember when R-Truth could work? And
R-Truth can work. He just doesn't get work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, remember,
He is now the enhancement.
Right? It's like, damn.
1 minute, and then we had to wait, and then from 8:54. I'm sorry.
But I was just saying, we know what it's like to be the enhancement wrestlers.
Go out there
from
and do
8:54,
right.
Rusev is bullshitting to Lana. 8:54, he's sitting there, starts bullshitting. 8:55, we have a commercial.
Yeah, because he refuses to do
'Cause he
anything
refuses to leave.
until Lana comes out.
We come back 3 minutes later at 8:58. This is Rusev still begging. Finally, Lana comes out at 9 o'clock. Lays the smackdown on Rusev.
Drums him signs.
Okay. And then kisses Ziggler at 9:06. Okay?
Still no
wrestling, guys.
Since what? Since 8:50?
I don't count the Rusev and R-Truth match. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so we haven't had wrestling in
since
almost an hour.
Since 8:36.
Okay.
Okay? We're up to 9:06.
Wow.
So 30 minutes. Then, okay, so the Authority brings in the camera guy. We're back in the back now, okay? We're doing promos. Until 9:13, we went 45 minutes with no wrestling in a wrestling show.
Show about wrestling.
Is that like assistant to the regional manager?
Yes, assistant to the regional.
Okay.
It's a talent coordinator of independent. Yeah, if you're a talent coordinator,
And it's a match that didn't really make much sense. We got Ryback versus King Barrett. Now I know they're both in the Elimination Chamber. Okay, 5 minutes.
Yep.
Bell to bell.
Okay, so what is the total amount of wrestling we've had right now?
In total, we've had 18 minutes out of
An hour and a half.
almost an hour and a half.
18 minutes.
Well, you don't want to give everybody everything.
No, that's true.
And now we have
You'll bore your crowd.
now we have Steph and Triple H at 9:19. Okay.
Oh boy.
Then we have a commercial. Okay. Then we had 1 sec.
Okay,
He steals.
Oh, okay.
You know what? No, we got to flip. Hold on, we got to flip. Yeah. Okay.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So now at 9:26 we got Stardust and Neville. Okay. And that's 9:26.
That was like a 7-minute match?
And 6 minutes.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Bell
6
to
minutes.
bell.
24 minutes now.
Bell
of
to
wrestling.
bell.
Yeah, bell to bell.
That means entrance to bell.
Yeah.
That means 4 minutes of wrestling, if that.
No.
Then we have backstage.
Oh, good.
Then we have another commercial at 9:34. Then we have Ziggler and Sheamus at 9:36, which, as always, Ziggler matches tend to be the best matches on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That guy works his ass
he
off.
really does. Ziggler versus Sheamus. Sheamus goes over. Okay, but it was 9:36. That match lasted until 9:50. Okay, so that's the longest match of the night so far.
Yeah, it was like a what? 14 minutes?
14 minutes.
14-minute match.
Okay.
And they deserved every minute of it.
Okay, they did very, very well. Rusev comes in, attacks Ziggler. That lasts for 3 minutes. Cena open challenge. Just we're at 10 o'clock, by the way, in case anybody's
Yeah, you got to start your big interview spot.
Okay.
So at
Cena Open Challenge. Zack Ryder comes out at 10:10.
Woo woo woo.
Woo woo woo. You know it. Match starts at 10:10, ends at 10:18. Zack Ryder got 8 minutes. That is shorter than any U.S. Open Challenge that has happened so far.
You know what? It's the most ring time that guy's had in months.
True, or TV time.
Right?
Okay.
Other than, let's do commentary. We think we're the
Hey, we're in Long Island. Let's throw Zack Ryder a bone. That guy can fucking work, but
Kevin Owens ran in after 10:20. Then we're backstage again.
Because, we need more.
We're at 10:21. And then 10:24, we have a review. And then the bells come out at 10:24. And then we have a commercial for the Elimination Chamber. So we're at 10:24, guys.
Yep.
Paige comes out for the match at 10:29. That means for 5 solid minutes, the Bellas were just standing in the ring.
While their music played.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Wave to the crowd.
Yep.
Pander.
Then we had another rewind after Paige comes out.
Because you got to remember what happened
Paige?
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, where was Paige?
That
all
match
this time?
starts at 10:31. It ended at 10:34.
3 minutes.
3-minute match.
So what you're telling me is the whole give Divas a chance thing and the whole, wait till you see what we got in store for the Divas that, they've been
it's just
pushing.
gone.
It's gone. That's been forgotten about, right?
It's just gone. It was Paige versus Tamina, which was bad. That was a bad match. That was
sadly,
bad.
it kind of looks like
Tamina's fault.
she's got a little ring rust still.
More than a little.
It'll work itself out.
Okay.
It usually does.
She
She's
needs to
been
go down
out
to the
for a
fucking
while.
performance center and start working out.
She's been out for a while, so she'll find her groove like we all do.
Okay, so at 10:34, that match ended. Mm-hmm. And then we got the New Day coming in at 10:41. So between 10:34 and 10:41, we had commercials.
And reviews and all kinds of other crap.
7 minutes. That's 7 minutes of fucking commercials and rewinds.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
New Day versus everyone. Okay, and it sort of devolved. It didn't count as a match because it devolved into a brawl.
Can I just say how oddly written this was? Kane's supposed to ideally be the heel. He comes out and makes like a Teddy Long type maneuver.
Kane is
He's
turning.
his face turn soon.
He's making his face
so
turn.
so obvious.
Yeah, but it's odd that he would just pick on the New Day. Like
Everybody picks on the New Day. No one likes the New Day. That's the point. Even the bad guys don't like the New Day.
I
Okay.
like the New Day.
So that devolved at 10:46. That devolved in 3 minutes, by the way. That whole match versus everyone. Then we got a commercial.
Oh boy.
And then, eliminates all teams. New Day wins, per se. And then we have a WWE commercial at 10:54. Then we have a replay of Ambrose at 10:57. The Authority is in the ring at 10:59. This is boring chant at 11:02. And you know what? I know you don't like those. But that show is boring.
At that point, to have the Authority come out again and do the same spiel. Now let's go back over what happened at the beginning of the show. And you're a New York crowd.
Yeah, get out.
New York, New Jersey, Connecticut crowds are hard, and if you're not entertaining them, they're going to entertain themselves. I mean, any bored crowd will entertain themselves. Even if it's not "this is awesome," they'll rib it.
Yeah. This is boring chant 11:02. JBL did yell "shut up" at Cole, which was great. I forget. Cole was saying some nonsense, and JBL's like, "Shut up."
He's like, "Shut up, Cole."
Shut up, Cole. That was hilarious.
I had to write that note down. That was pretty funny.
Reigns attacked Rollins at 11:03. Ambrose stole the police wagon that he was taken away from.
And this is my harken back to the Attitude Era. It's like we can't figure out anything interesting and new. I actually called this spot. I'm like, he's going to come back in that same fucking paddy wagon that he left on in because they want to be the next Austin. Do something fucking different.
I think they should.
Tax everybody in the ring. Ambrose signs the contract at 11:06, and thankfully that fucking show ended. I was bored.
It took a lot to sit there and pay attention. I mean, I did some pretty good notes there. But
no, those were copious. But they were... It's so disappointing.
It's bad. Okay, it's bad when you can start calling the spots for the end of the show.
Well, see, we have an advantage on that. We're not your typical fan.
But I mean, like,
we can call a match from the beginning. I mean, how many times have you sat with Strangler and it's just the two guys walking to the ring, and before the bell rings, he's already called the entire match, and then you're sitting there and you're looking at him like, you bastard, we couldn't even watch it. You had to call it before we watched it. And he's right.
Well, now it's just getting so predictable. Like when
I can call the matches, that's a problem.
Right.
Well,
but you've also been hanging around with us a lot too.
But still,
I'm talking about like the end spot, like when they threw him in the back of the paddy wagon, which was clearly just a revamped emergency vehicle.
No,
and
I'm like, oh, he's coming back in that.
You don't know.
I have a few friends that are police officers, and I've watched enough cops in jail for like the last 20 years to know that I've never seen a cop get in the back of the paddy wagon with the fucking guy that they're taking away in cuffs.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
But, in case there's a show that you want to push, right? Sanctuary?
Yeah, we do. Do you want to do that now, or did we want to talk about the quick little thing about,
Stealing gimmicks?
I know you want to talk about the stealing gimmicks, and I want to put out a shout out to our good friend, Duke Pitbull Snyder. And that will lead to something that is very close to my heart, and which the subject is, when is it time to walk away?
Okay.
So
the first
thing,
want
to start with the happier, and then or do you want to start now?
Let me start now. I'll get rid of it.
Which one is the happier? I mean, they're both kind of like.
Well, no, one's an anger issue, and the other one is just.
I want to talk about a guy named One Warrior Nation, and I'm calling him out.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I've never worked the guy. Never had to work the guy.
We were in the locker room with him, but
But I want to know if he feels any shame whatsoever. Okay, because you are blatantly ripping off a legend's gimmick. Okay, and you were served with a cease and desist order, and you're still fucking doing it, and you're signing autographs for pictures that are not even you. You're signing merchandise that's not you. How can you look at yourself in the goddamn mirror? What are you doing? Okay? Why is this acceptable? Okay? Why is this acceptable?
The part, and he's not the only one that kind of does this type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's guys that just blatantly rip off. There's a guy. Oh, what's his name? Nick Foley or Dick Foley?
No.
Oh yeah, you could look him up on the internet. I can't remember if it's Nick or Dick, but basically, yeah, he comes out with a flannel shirt. I'm not sure if it's red, but I think it might be blue. And he comes out as Dick Foley, kind of sort of looks like Mick, and he does the whole shtick.
Like, come on. If you can't think of a fucking original gimmick, get out of the ring. Get out of the ring.
I never understood that.
It's half the show. Half is learning your trade, right? Half is learning the action, and the other half is doing your gimmick.
Being original. Look, I understand doing homages. I can get behind an homage. I can't get behind a blatant ripoff. Like I said, we were in.
Dante is bewildered right now because she's looking at One Warrior Nation.
I've been in the fucking business longer than this guy. I started in '97. He started in 2008.
And he's ripping off the Ultimate Warrior blatant.
Look at that.
Blatant.
Look at that.
Ultimate Warrior.
I'm currently looking at. It's called cagemat.net, and it's where a lot of the wrestlers put their
profiles.
We have to do that.
Their gimmicks. Okay.
Yeah.
I read an interview or read something online last night, and Ultimate Warrior, God rest his soul, great. He wrote that he had seen pictures of One Warrior Nation, and he wrote on his Twitter account, "If I ever look that bad, Warriors, please just fucking kill me."
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he wrote on his Twitter.
He said, "Little Warriors, if I look like that, kill me."
Oh yeah. By the way, we do share a locker room with this man.
We have on one occasion. We have
for the Superstars of Wrestling.
We have. Like I said, we had once, at the very least once. We shared a locker room with him, and it was
shameful. Nobody. That's the thing.
I've never. I can't say I don't know this guy. I've shared a locker room with him, but I didn't really shake his hand. I didn't at the time we were about ready to going out. He got there later, whatever. But no, I don't respect what he does.
Ugh.
You got to be original. You can't just, I mean, like, that's... Why don't I call myself Bulk Hogan and just...
Bulk Hogan. And the thing is, it's okay if you have the guy's consent. Right?
Yes.
If you have their consent, then it's okay. Like
Nature Boy Paul Lee.
Nature Boy Paul Lee has the consent of Ric Flair. He does. Okay.
When Strangler Nick Maddox first started, he started off doing Helter Skelter when he worked for Sharp.
Yeah.
Which was a Charlie Manson worship gimmick.
Yeah.
Then he went and did the Blackjacks. Him and his partner, Billy.
Yeah.
Also known as Billy Lassiter. Miss you, bro. They wrote to Blackjack and said, "Is it all right if we use the Blackjack's name?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're not using it. Go ahead, no problem." Okay. As soon as they started using the name, they had a couple years, and then his son came into the WWE. Right? I think it was the one who got knocked out.
No, that's Bart Gunn.
That's Bart Gunn.
different.
Okay, well
his son came
WWE.
Wyndham and Layfield, Bradshaw were doing. They came in as the new Blackjack.
Yes, they came in as new Blackjack. So Billy and Strangler went ahead and changed their names to the Outlaws. 2 months later, it's the New Age Outlaws. Okay, so it goes both ways as far as gimmicks being taken, and because we're in an indies,
and that's fair. Okay, I understand.
But this
that.
guy's a blatant ripoff.
He says he was served with a cease. The One Warrior Nation was served with a cease and desist order when the real Ultimate Warrior was still alive, and he's still doing it. Scumbag. Okay. Scumbag.
Well, he doesn't work much, and he only works in the Jersey area, because I just looked at his
He shouldn't be
statistics,
working
and it's,
at all. Okay, that's my point. Okay,
there was a video.
His current total rating on Rage Match
.06
is a .06, and it's 46 plus votes for 0.0.
Wow.
He PWS Pro Wrestling Syndicator is a really big federation here in New Jersey, and as such, they have a lot of serious matches. They have a lot of gimmick matches. They have something for everybody. If you go to their shows, you're going to be highly entertained. However, there was one time that it's on here, and basically they brought One Warrior Nation in, and he got booed to bejesus and back because the people do not respect a guy who rips off a complete gimmick.
Here's another one. I'm actually looking at it right now. It was 4/5/2012. It's a PWS show. And it's One Warrior Nation defeats Helter Skelter. Let me tell you something about this little scumbag calling himself Helter Skelter. If you want to know who the true Helter Skelter is, it's Strangler Nick Maddox and Billy Lassiter. They were and will always be Helter Skelter. Okay? And so is... what's Hank's last name? God damn it.
Ripper?
The Ripper. Yes, thank you.
I got it.
And Ripper, he was also one of the original Helter Skelter guys. It was actually originally Strangler and Ripper, and then Billy came in later and took over.
Yeah.
But this little shit, Helter Skelter, goes around and pays the promoters to let him work on their shows. Never asked permission of Billy or Hank or Strangler if he could use the name Helter Skelter. No, he's just running around using the name. And this is why I'm trying to get our name trademarked or at least copyrighted, so if that ever happens to us, we could turn around and say, "Where's our money?
Give me our goddamn money."
Where's our money? I'm very serious. Guys, trademark your gimmicks.
Yeah.
Copyright
Protect
your
yourself.
gimmicks. It's not
Protect
a lot
yourself.
of money. Because look at the tag team they were called the Undertakers.
Yeah.
They got called up actually to the show to work. They worked once. And then out comes Mark with the Undertaker gimmick on WCW.
The story behind that was
okay, so I'm slightly wrong.
no, you're in the ballpark. Basically,
It's like telephone.
Yeah.
so basically they had the Undertakers, and they were a tag team, and they did exactly what they wanted Mark Calloway to do. Oh yeah, they came out with the body bags. They put them in the body bag, that type of thing, and they couldn't just take the gimmick and run with it at that time. So they actually, hey, could you sell us the gimmick? And what happened was they sold them the gimmick, but at the cost of, okay, now sign us to a contract or bring us
They
up
were
for.
screwed.
They changed their name from the Undertakers to like the Power Duo or something like that. Worked 2 matches and they couldn't get over and they canned them. Basically, they bought their gimmick. Oh, give us a shot. Okay, here's your shot. You suck. Go. And they just got something for free.
They got a screwdriver.
They got screwed out of it.
Guys, please, guys in the indies,
Protect yourself.
if you really are making a name for yourself or something, because once you get called up to a company that makes you sign contracts and stuff, look at the fine print, because they will actually tell you your name and everything now belongs to them, and that you would not be able to use your gimmick or that outside their fed. There's a few indie feds right now in New Jersey who think their britches are that big where they can start telling students who they can and cannot work for. How is your student going to grow as a worker if he's stuck working the same guys over and over and over again? You need to let your students branch out. You need to let them learn.
But let me just call the vote right here. Can we all agree that One Warrior Nation is a scumbag? Can we just agree on that?
I don't give a damn about the guy. Lord's name. But
I'm sure he pays his taxes, and
I'm sure he pays his bills. He's a bill-paying son of a bitch. Okay, but
I don't think he kicks any kittens or hits any puppies. So I can't say that he's a complete.
I could understand if he was doing it and he was never and he was never served. If he was never served a cease and desist, I could still be okay with it, kind of maybe. But the Warriors essentially told him to stop, and he didn't.
Well, there's that, and I think at this point, since Warrior has since passed on, and may he forever rest in peace. And
he's spinning as long as this guy's doing his gimmick.
But if he's still, I don't know if he's still doing it. I mean, like I saw a picture of him and Tom Brady as the Patriot, and and it looks like it happened from like a couple days ago or whatnot.
May 20th.
But if he's still doing this, I think it's in incredibly poor taste. It's you're no longer you're kind of really kicking a dead horse.
It's bad.
Bad as that sounds.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna leave it there. He's a scumbag. I'm gonna move on.
Leading into kicking dead horses.
Yeah.
Okay. Heartfelt. A very, very, very heartfelt. Hope you feel better soon and get well soon. And I hope the injury to Pitbull Duke Snyder is not as severe as they think it is right now. He worked a match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure how old the brother is, but
it's coming up on the years.
Yeah, and this is what is upsetting to me, is that they have such a love for the business that they don't know when to stop. Yeah. And there's quite a few of the guys, and I'm going to call them out, and I'm sorry, but, Snooker brother, you need to stop. I just saw a match the other night, and I understand how you feel about them ropes, and the ropes were not the way you wanted them, but you fell on the guy, dude. You didn't even fucking leap, and that's not you. That's not Jimmy Snuka. And, and working on a show with Valentine, and watching the poor man, he can't run. He could barely shuffle across the ring. It's time to stop. Sheiky Bubba. Oh, Sheiky Bubba, it's time. It's time, brother.
That's the thing. It's like
they don't know what to do with themselves. They've been doing this their whole life.
The problem is, this is literally their only marketable skill.
And the other thing, and it also leads to generation, because I come from the old school generation of 15 years ago, and what I walked into now. The difference that I am seeing with the guys who are now coming into their mid to late 30s who have been doing this for the last 10 to 15 years are starting to have their children. And once their children hit a certain age, like 3 or 4, how many of the boys have we seen walk away in the last couple of years because they've got little ones and they want to spend time with their kids before they're broken?
Yeah.
I stepped away from the business until my kid was 13 years old because now I can go off and do... I can travel a little bit better and know he's okay. And that's not what it was back then. It was, killing yourself for a booking and it's...
Sitting there in a body cast going, at least I got my shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, I got my payday, driving... It is a generational thing. And the thing is the kids are smarter now.
They're safe.
They know how to save. They know what to do.
Yeah.
And even the ones that are struggling and every extra dime that they can work for, like, our student Alex, where he's just, he works his ass off.
Yeah, he does.
He works and wrestles. That's all he ever does. And because he knows that if he doesn't, he's not going to make it where he wants to go. But he also is a responsible enough kid to know, eventually, when he does get to where he will get to the show, because he is that talented, that he'll be well protected and know not to end up like where the boys are now, where you're sitting in the front row of a show when you should have, I said it the last time, where you should be sitting at a table, at a Legends table even. And if the young kids don't know, and the parents do, that man should have the respect of sitting at a table. It broke my heart to see Duke sitting in the front row of a show and not have a table.
Yeah.
And how many other guys? Oh, God damn it! I lost my Bobby Lombardi when he was at the show. When we had,
okay.
The man should have had a table. He's done so much in the Indies. He should have been given some respect, other than here's the front row seat, brah. And here's a photocopy of an award.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very thankful for the award we were given, but I'm a little hurt by the presentation that it was given to us. It was almost like just half-handed to all of us in the ring, and I think all of us that night felt that way because a bunch of adults couldn't act like a bunch of adults and had to go out in the parking lot and start shit and take away from something that was very important to us.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I digress. But
you're right.
Some of these guys just need to walk away.
There comes to a point where you need to look at yourself and look at the product that you're putting out there and say, you know what, it's time.
I mean,
I can't do it anymore.
Even Cancer has his limit, and that's a lot of the reason why he's been very quiet lately in the last couple of months and stuff, is that he had suffered a couple of injuries, and he's letting his body heal. He's also been at a job that works him to
the bone.
Works him to death.
Yeah.
But he will be joining us eventually, right after the Rhode Island show.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
But
he's given himself 2 more years. He's even said, look, even if I can still go, 2 years.
You have to be able. I mean, like to the older crew, they have a deeper hold. It has the business has a deeper hold on them, and they can't let go.
It's also they're the innovators.
It's true. They built the table we feast upon.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for them to let go, it's a lot harder for us. A lot harder for them than it is for us.
I think.
With the older gen, first off, like guys like Snuka, Shiki, this is all they've done.
That's what I said. It's their only marketable skill. They don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah, I mean, like you watch the movie The Wrestler, and it's pretty spot on.
I don't have to watch The Wrestler. I lived with it. I know what it's all about. That's why I'm saying there's just a time where they just need to, and they can't. It's so embedded in who they are.
Well, even if they can't, they should. I mean, like
they gotta have friends, right?
Well, the brothers around them that they still want. Let's say they still want that moment of glory in the ring or whatever. The brothers that are more active now need to take a proactive stance and be like, okay, cool. I'll keep you. Let's do a tag match, and I'll keep you work with me, and we'll do something tonight. Just so if because you can't if your body can't do it anymore, then your body just can't do it anymore.
I'd really like to see the match of what happened to Duke last night. Mm-hmm. He suffered a very severe nerve injury to his shoulder, which is now going to lead to surgery.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Another problem is that when some of these newer kids meet the vets, they don't know how to react to them. Either they shy away to the point where it's almost rude because they don't want to mark out because, goddamn, God forbid you look like a fucking mark, because you want to be next to somebody and shake somebody's hand who actually gave you the inspiration to be in the business in the first place. I think that's wrong. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who get pissed about boys getting their photos taken with some of the other vets.
I'm kind of oogie about that. I mean, like, I'll shake their hand, talk to them, but I won't try to ask for a picture.
I think Kryimm would piss himself if he shook the Undertaker's hand.
I know you got a list of hands you want to shake when we do the convention.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan, though. I'm allowed.
But what the problem is, instead of, like what you were saying
I don't know. Does he have a list?
as you were saying about the younger gen taking the older gen and going, okay, it's time for us to take care of you now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
No,
they're grabbing on and riding that coattail and sucking the life out of them from convention to convention. And, it's just, you need to... they need somebody who will take care of them, and that's the problem. We need some more of, like, what Paul and I tried to do for Jimmy.
Give a little bit.
Try to be more of a family and a protector than what bar do you want to go to tonight?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And let's go party. Because I'm sure you saw the thing from Asbury Park. Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Kind of fell off the wagon. And I don't want to spread rumor, but from the footage that I saw of Jake, it didn't look like Jake was in some very good shape either.
Yeah.
And instead of some of the boys looking out for them and saying, no, I don't think you should do that, it was, here, have another drink, brother.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be happening. If you know somebody's got a problem, help them.
Yeah.
Sorry, we went a little
No,
long.
that's all right. We're went a little long. That's all right. But go ahead and...
Okay. About the Sanctuary show this Friday.
First
Friday. We will be doing a promo. It'll probably be up sometime this week before the show. But the first Friday show is in Hazelton on the 5th.
Hazelton, Pennsylvania.
Ooh! The name of the show is called Sanctuary Presents Say Hello to Summer. And it's actually a little festival that Hazelton is doing themselves, I believe. It's an alliance with the First Friday event. Kids under 10 are free. And everybody else, it's $5.
$5. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you something. I've seen the promos. I've seen this place. I've seen it on online. This is something that you want to go see if you have the chance, guys. Believe you me, okay? Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you, it's a quality product that they're putting out there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a quality product.
Yep.
First off,
$5 is a steal.
You'll never pay $5 at a local wrestling show to get into the building, let alone top-notch quality wrestling.
Yeah.
For $5, you're just never going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a chance, look up Sanctuary Wrestling on
if you're in the area,
or,
if you're in the area, go see it.
Facebook. Just look at the quality of their setup. Yeah. I mean, it's.
Look at their champion. That dude is built like a brick shithouse. I mean.
The God King, right?
Well, he does need some fallen angels, I heard.
I believe
so.
And he doesn't need angels on his side.
Yes. We'd be more than happy to help with that if we have to.
Dude, I think he has like 16 abs. I'm not even sure. I mean...
Yeah. So the show, again, is this coming Friday, June 5th. It is at the Sanctuary. At 172 North Wyoming Street in Hazelton, Pennsylvania. The show starts at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it looks like they're saying we might have a chance of rain, and it's going to be a high 77, but you never know what'll happen between now and then. But,
but yeah, if you can make it, absolutely good.
$5, people, for some really awesome wrestling.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, real quick, June 27th.
June 27th, Rhode Island Convention Center. Okay, we're going. We're broadcasting live. We're gonna meet some legends. We're gonna talk to some legends. Okay?
Shake some legends' hands.
Shake some legends' hands. Ask them some questions. We're gonna broadcast it live via Twitch TV, which is what we're going to be using in just a couple of hours to broadcast our commentary on the pay-per-view that's coming up.
Call it the cheap seats.
We call it the cheap seats.
If you could let us know what you think of that and how the quality is, so we know.
Yeah, we know what's going on.
We're going to test it all out, and hopefully this will actually be up before the pay-per-view.
That's what we're aiming to do, which is why
we're
going to need to cut it short here.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, if Big Dick happens to shake hands with some of the legends that he's been watching since he was younger, he will probably piss himself.
A little bit.
Probably. He's just going to...
A little pee will just come out. I can't help
just a little drip, drip, drip.
Just a little drip.
Just like, holy shit. Oh. So you can see that on Twitch TV.
On Twitch TV. You can watch me pee myself. If you're into that.
All right. And with that.
That's a different website.
And with that, we're going to call it so for Dante and Kryimm. I'm Big Dick Gideon, and we will see you all next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.